In a remote dig site, archaeologists were excavating a prehistoric burial ground. For 8 long years, they worked to uncover artifacts from a time long ago. But there was one area that remained sealed, hidden from the outside world for millennia. It was here that they finally made a shocking discovery. But what they found had nothing to do with bones or jewels. The scientists were working to brush away layers of sediment when suddenly they uncovered a human skull. At first, it appeared to be just another ancient skull, part of a ritual burial. But upon further inspection, they realized this was no ordinary find. The team leader carefully brushed off the dirt and revealed its age. Using carbon dating, they estimated it to be around 8,000 years old. However, during the examination, one of the researchers noticed something peculiar. There seemed to be a sealed cavity in the back of the skull, an unnatural bulge that didn't look quite right. With modern imaging technology, they peered inside the sealed cavity and were stunned by what they found. It was well preserved and far older than they could have imagined. With delicate surgical tools, they began to open up the skull to remove the foreign object. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before. And as they carefully extracted it from the skull, they realized it was not a simple carving or jewel. It was a mysterious, perfectly preserved brain. How could a brain be so well preserved after 8,000 years? This discovery completely defied the scientific understanding of how organic matter should decompose over such a long period. As the news of their discovery spread, scientists, media, and the public were left scratching their heads in confusion. Experts began to speculate on various theories about the find, each more outlandish than the last. Some suggested that it was evidence of a lost civilization with advanced medical practices, while others argued that it was nothing but a hoax. The team leader, determined to get to the bottom of the mystery, decided to perform a few more tests. With advanced imaging techniques, he took a closer look at the brain itself, searching for any abnormalities or foreign objects, but as he delved deeper into his research, he found something even more shocking. It was not a simple brain, but rather contained foreign objects. These objects were too small to be seen with the naked eye, but under the microscope, they appeared to be tiny beads and intricate carvings. It was as if someone had performed brain surgery and removed certain parts, replacing them with these mysterious objects. But who would have performed such a procedure, and why? And what did it mean for the study of human evolution? As the team leader continued his investigation, he uncovered more and more evidence that challenged everything he thought he knew about the ancient world. He found unidentified organic matter within the skull that didn't match any known population or species. This meant that whatever rituals or experiments were performed on this individual, they were likely done by people or a species unknown to modern science. With each passing day, the mystery only grew. And as the team leader pieced together the clues, he realized that this was no ordinary skull. It was a gateway to a lost world. A world where ancient humans or an unknown species performed unthinkable experiments on the human brain. But as the truth of the matter began to unravel, a new set of questions arose. What happened to the rest of the population? Where did they go? And why hasn't this knowledge been revealed yet? With so many unanswered questions, it's hard to say what really happened. But one thing is for sure, this is a discovery that will change history forever. As the internet buzzed with the news, conspiracy theories began to swirl. Was this a case of ritualistic brain surgery? Had a long-forgotten civilization experimented on human subjects? Or was there something else at play entirely? Some believed that the skull had once belonged to a member of a secret society, who had undergone illegal and unethical experiments without their consent. Others argued that it was a simple case of mistaken identity, that the skull had been mislabeled and was much younger than originally thought. But perhaps the most shocking theory of all was that it was evidence of a lost civilization with advanced medical technology. If true, this would rewrite parts of human history and force us to rethink everything we know about our ancestors. As the debate raged on, one thing was clear. This was a mystery that would keep scientists and conspiracy theorists alike on the edge of their seats for years to come. But what do you think? What was really inside that skull? Let us know your theories in the comments below.